Hello everyone, welcome to Optimal Timelines. I am your guide, Sean, in helping you to connect to your most optimal future timeline. So Tarotscope readings for the month of April 2022. Remember, you're going to want to watch two videos, one for your North Node by sign and one for your North Node by house. If you're unfamiliar with your North Node, there's going to be some links in the description box below to help you find, and also some videos about the North Node that you should watch if you care to. So let's get started on the readings. Okay, so this is going to be your monthly Tarotscope readings for April 2022 for everybody with their North Node in Virgo and or the 6th house. So I'm going to connect to the energies and we can begin. I call upon my spirit guides and guardians and the wisdom of my ancestors to bring forth the information that's true and correct for all who see this reading, that it may bring them the most beautiful, happy life possible and set them on their most optimal future timeline. So may it be. Okay, so the spread on this side of the table represents the first half of the month from the 1st to the 15th, and the spread here represents the 16th of the month to the end. And I did a book divination for all of the North Nodes this month. And what came up for you North Nodes in Virgo and or the 6th house was sharing your gifts by participating with others and also having an outward focus. So here's what I mean by that. One of your gifts that you came into this lifetime with and that you have is with your South Node in Pisces under the 12th house, you have a lot of depth to you. And it's this depth of like the, Neptunian energies of Pisces, this deep, deep energy of, a lot of you were on very, very spiritual pasts in past lives. And even if you're not into that this life, you come in with this imprint of, basically, connecting with everything in the universe, the void of everything. And there's this whole, of a lot of depth that you come in with. So the struggle is sometimes with, I know a lot of people with the North Node in Virgo is there could be, a lot of times you guys, a lot of times have come in with some very intense past lives. Like you've gone through a lot, really intense stuff like just, you name it, like asylums. It could be like health things. Like you went through a lot of stuff and you learned that. You learned so much. So it's like this knowledge of, deep secrets of the universe, of the knowledge of going through things, because like I always say, we don't know what something truly is unless if we've experienced it. If we haven't experienced something, we don't truly know what it is. So you come in with this knowledge, and so what happens a lot of times is with the Virgo North Nodes or the 6th house North Nodes is with that Pisces energy, you could have a lot of inward focus. Whereas in this lifetime, it's kind of telling you to focus more on the present moment, what's in front of you, and have like an outward focus. And when you have the inward focus, what it naturally does is it could be like not allowing participation with others, because it's like, well, this is my it's almost like walking around with like a secret cellar within you, or like a secret hidden castle within you. And it's like, this is the time to, like, you have a lot of gifts that are hidden in there. Okay. And so now it's time to bring it into the world. And that's what this is saying with this Two of Pentacles. We're balancing out things. And if you see on this card here, yes, this is Earth. These are Pentacles. He's balancing, but there's these ships in the background that are on the wavy ocean, going up and down, undulating, some rough seas. And, this person is trying to balance these practical, everyday situations. It also could be almost like an earthquake they're going through, okay? Tsunami. And you could see these waves in the background if you look at this card, Two of Pentacles, right? Now, in the tarot, a lot of times water, it does, mean the unconscious. It means emotions. It means all of those things that would, encompass like Pisces. So that's what I'm seeing for you overall this month. Now, how that's going to play out the first half of the month is, I feel like there is an emotional situation that you are dealing with from your past. Now, this could be, and there could be more than one, but it's definitely from your past, and it could be from the recent past or the far past, and in this lifetime. But this has connections to the past, as in past lives. Okay, so the things that are playing out right now, it could be, I had a situation with my brother or sister. I had a situation in this relationship, or with my mom and dad, or with a business partner, or whatever it is. How it's playing out has connections to past lives. And what you're learning to do is being able to deal with that in a proactive and positive way, okay? And a lot of this has to do with opening up and sharing, but also being practical at the same time. Now, this thing that's happening in the past, it has to be figured out. So whatever it is you are personally going through, because I know that if you're watching this, you're going through, it's either you're having thoughts about something that happened, dreams, or you're actually dealing with this past situation. It is preventing you, until you kind of pass this test, it's preventing you to have the kind of stability and, the happiness and contentment that you desire. So what you have to do is think about, okay, I have to have an outward focus, and I have to participate in this situation with others. So what does that mean? Okay, that could mean talking about it with a trusted friend or loved one, someone really close to you. Okay, you're allowing others to participate with you. That could mean, and not necessarily for all of you, but another example is in talking to a therapist or counselor. Okay, that could mean, but anything where you are participating with others and bringing it into this moment. Also, to a lesser extent, also even what you're doing here, which is, we are participating in a reading right now, okay? And so this is participation. Even reading a book, to a lesser extent, is participating. But anyway, you can do that. That is the way you figure this out, because what it is that when you do this participation with people, okay, balancing out all of this energy, you don't realize that you are giving to that person. What are you giving? I mean, it could be you're giving them the self-esteem. You're allowing them to feel like they are helpful, or they are learning from your situation. Okay, that is a gift. Like if you hear someone's story and you're like, wow, there's a lot you can learn from listening to people's stories. Okay, so it's going to be different for different people, whoever you're dealing with. Remember, it's about participation all the time. bringing it out into the open, and instead of, share those inner gifts that you have, and, talk about this situation, because this has to be talked about. Now, the interesting thing is, it's going to feel like there's two things. Okay, you got the Fool reversed and you've got the Sun. It's going to feel like, because I'm going to warn you, when you do this, whenever we follow our North Node, okay, it's not comfortable, okay? It gets you out of your comfort zone. But that's when you are out of your comfort zone, that's when you know you're doing the right thing. If we stay in our comfort zones, we're just repeating patterns. We're repeating patterns from our South Node, from other, placements, from our Pluto placement. We are just repeating patterns. So it's going to make you uncomfortable. But the more like light you can share and shine on to this and that is, when you are sharing with someone, you are shedding light, you're talking it through, it's going to help to heal that situation, okay? And you're going to see that you're going to feel a lot better when you get through the initial kind of, discomfort of that, okay? So that's happening for the first half. Now, moving on to the second half of the month, one of the things that's coming up is, I feel like there is something to where something can go down regarding this situation that might cause you to either overthink something or almost like kind of block yourself off emotionally. And, like what I'm getting here, the Four of Pentacles in this is like, you're holding and clinging to your gifts. And part of this is because it's like you were, with the Hierophant here, it's kind of like the way you've always been. So you're being challenged to like kind of, change. Okay. I also do see that in the second half of the month, there could be something regarding, for some of you, like something to do with a legal situation and the law. Okay. And or it could be someone like an important authority figure. Could even be like a governmental situation. But there's some situation the second half of the month that's going to pop up that it could cause you to go back into that like protective mode by like going inward and just trying to figure out things from, within. Resist the tendency to do that, okay? You definitely want to talk, bring things out in the open, share and participate with others to help you get through this, okay? Now, not all of you, that energy is going to, that it could be something different. It could be, an authority figure. It could be, even like I said, a boss, government. It could be, the judicial system. Excuse me. And like as I said, with the Two of Swords here and the Four of Pentacles, it's like, blocking off. Now, I feel like what you can do is, if you can pass the test, because that's what this is, you can get to a place to where you're going to see huge steps forward in the positive way. What I've noticed in working with clients over the years, in really helping to, help them to get on that optimal timeline of like, following their North Node, what I've noticed is that when they get through one hurdle, like for example, this situation, the first half of the month, and you get challenged again because the universe wants to make sure that, you get it. Okay. So we actually all are, we're all challenged through our path, no matter how good we get at doing our North Node. We also, we get challenged on a regular basis. And that's kind of what I'm seeing as this second half of the month. It's like, Okay, you're like, okay, maybe you got through this. Maybe you were able to talk about this situation in the past and you're able to participate and share with others. And then another situation pops up and it's like, oh man, that's too much. So like we can kind of we can fall back into patterns. And that's all this simply is it's challenging you not to fall back in patterns. So they'll do different things, like maybe, one time it's this past situation that has to do with a past life situation and a past situation in this life, and you have to deal with it, and you're like, okay, you navigate that, and then this pops up and it'll challenge you like in a different way, okay? But that's all this is. All it is that, remember, in following your life path through your astrological chart, it's all about balancing energies. That's all it is. It's getting us, it's refining us to be the best versions of ourselves that we can be, okay? That's what it is down here, okay? We're born to, yes, live life, okay, and to experience all of those things, but to learn, to live, love, and learn, okay? That's what we're here for. And the learning part, it ain't always easy, okay? But when you start to do it, that's why I really am passionate about doing this. When you really start to follow that North Node, you just see things start to move forward in your life, okay? If you can get through that initial discomfort of, breaking out of a pattern, okay? So that's all this is this month, okay? Really just remember what I was saying about that. Just go out there, participate, bring things in the open, and share your gifts, because people need to hear your story. They want to hear your experiences because it will help them and it will heal them. Because that's part of your path too, is to, be of help and a healer, okay? In any capacity, even if it's just like, helping to heal a friend or a loved one, okay? So I hope this reading was helpful to you. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing, spending some time with me. If you'd like a personal reading, there'll be a link in the description box below. Love to hear from you. Also, if you could hit that like button and share the video, would be much appreciated. It helps with the algorithm, God. So again, thank you much, and we'll see you on some more videos. Many blessings.